Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, you always end up in the same place? You promise yourself you'll change. You'll wake up earlier. You'll stop overthinking. You'll finally start that dream. You leave that toxic relationship. You'll become healthier. You'll become happier. But somehow, days become weeks, and nothing really changes. Then one painful question quietly enters your mind. Maybe I'm the problem. That thought hurts, because deep inside, you know you're capable of more. You know there's a better version of yourself waiting to come alive. Yet something invisible keeps pulling you back. It's like climbing a mountain. Every step feels heavy. Every time you get close to the top, you slip, you fall, and you have to start all over again. But what if the mountain standing in front of you isn't your job, isn't your family, isn't your past, isn't society? What if the mountain is you? Not because you're broken, not because you're weak, but because there's a part of you that's still afraid to let go of the person you've always been. Today's book, The Mountain Is You by Brianna Wiest, reveals a powerful truth. The greatest obstacle in your life isn't outside of you. It's the emotional patterns inside you. And once you understand them, you stop fighting yourself and finally begin becoming the person you were meant to be. Stay with me until the end, because one lesson from this book might completely change the way you see your life forever. Every human being dreams of a better life. More peace, more confidence, more money, more love, more freedom. But very few people ask themselves one important question. If I want change so badly, why do I keep choosing the same life? This book answers that question. It teaches us something most schools never do. Sometimes, we are not fighting against the world. We're fighting against ourselves. Not consciously, but unconsciously. Our mind creates invisible habits, invisible fears, invisible beliefs. They quietly control our decisions every single day. And until we become aware of them, life feels like an endless cycle. The same disappointments, the same heartbreaks, the same excuses, the same regrets. But awareness changes everything. Because once you can see your mountain, you can finally start climbing it. Every human being dreams of a better life. More peace, more confidence, more money, more love, more freedom. But very few people ask themselves one important question. If I want change so badly, why do I keep choosing the same life? This book answers that question. It teaches us something most schools never do. Sometimes, we are not fighting against the world, we're fighting against ourselves. Not consciously, but unconsciously. Our mind creates invisible habits, invisible fears, invisible beliefs. They quietly control our decisions every single day. And until we become aware of them, life feels like an endless cycle. The same disappointments, the same heartbreaks, the same excuses, the same regrets. But awareness changes everything. Because once you can see your mountain, you can finally start climbing it. Many people think they lack motivation. But motivation is rarely the real problem. The real problem is self-sabotage. Think about this. Have you ever delayed something important, even though you knew it would improve your life? Have you ever stayed in situations that made you unhappy, simply because they felt familiar? Have you ever chosen temporary comfort instead of long-term happiness? That's self-sabotage. But here's the surprising truth. You are not trying to destroy your life. You're trying to protect yourself. Your brain was designed for survival, not success. Whenever change feels uncertain, your brain says, stay where it's safe. Even if that safe place is making you miserable. Imagine a bird living inside a small cage. The cage is tiny. The bird isn't happy. But one day, someone opens the door. The bird doesn't fly away. Why? Because the cage has become familiar. Freedom feels scary. Many of us live exactly like that bird. We complain about our circumstances, yet we secretly fear the responsibility that comes with change. That's why self-sabotage happens. Not because we're lazy, but because our subconscious mind believes it's protecting us. The first step toward transformation isn't forcing yourself harder. It's understanding why you're resisting in the first place. When you understand your fears, you stop judging yourself and start healing yourself. Self-sabotage isn't your enemy. Many people think they lack motivation. But motivation is rarely the real problem. The real problem is self-sabotage. Think about this. Have you ever delayed something important, even though you knew it would improve your life? Have you ever stayed in situations that made you unhappy, simply because they felt familiar? Have you ever chosen temporary comfort instead of long-term happiness? That's self-sabotage. But here's the surprising truth. You are not trying to destroy your life. You're trying to protect yourself. Your brain was designed for survival, not success. Whenever change feels uncertain, your brain says, stay where it's safe, even if that safe place is making you miserable. Imagine a bird living inside a small cage. The cage is tiny. The bird isn't happy. But one day, someone opens the door. The bird doesn't fly away. Why? Because the cage has become familiar. Freedom feels scary. Many of us live exactly like that bird. We complain about our circumstances, yet we secretly fear the responsibility that comes with change. That's why self-sabotage happens. Not because we're lazy, but because our subconscious mind believes it's protecting us. The first step toward transformation isn't forcing yourself harder. It's understanding why you're resisting in the first place. When you understand your fears, you stop judging yourself and start healing yourself. Reflection. Ask yourself, what dream have I been postponing? What excuse do I repeat again and again? What fear is hiding underneath that excuse? Sometimes, the answer isn't lack of ability. It's fear of becoming someone new. Your emotional triggers are your greatest teachers. Have you ever wondered why one small comment ruins your entire day? Why rejection hurts so deeply? Why criticism feels unbearable? Why certain people instantly make you angry? Most people blame the outside world. But this book teaches something different. Your triggers are mirrors. They reveal wounds that haven't healed yet. Imagine touching an old injury. Even a gentle touch causes pain. Not because the touch was strong, but because the wound already existed. Life works the same way. People don't always create our pain. Sometimes, they reveal pain that has been living inside us for years. Maybe someone ignored you today. It hurt. But perhaps, the real pain began years ago, when you felt unseen as a child. Maybe someone criticized your work. You became defensive. Not because of today's criticism, but because you've spent years believing, I'm never good enough. The outside event only awakened an old story. And until that story changes, different people, different situations will keep teaching the same painful lesson. That's why healing isn't about controlling everyone around you. It's about understanding yourself. Every trigger asks one question: what part of me still needs love? Instead of reacting immediately, pause, take a breath, ask yourself, why did this affect me so deeply? That simple question can change your entire life. Because awareness is where healing begins. Healing your emotional patterns. Every person carries invisible emotional wounds. Some were created by painful words, some by rejection, some by failure, some simply by not feeling loved when we needed it the most. As we grow older, those wounds don't disappear. They quietly become patterns. Patterns of fear, patterns of overthinking, patterns of people-pleasing, patterns of giving up before we even begin. Most people spend years trying to change their actions, but they never heal the emotions that created those actions. Imagine trying to remove weeds from a garden. Every week, you cut the leaves. For a few days, the garden looks clean. But soon, the weeds return. Why? Because the roots are still there. Our emotional patterns work exactly the same way. If you only change your behavior, but never heal the belief underneath, the same problems will keep returning. Real healing begins when you stop asking, what's wrong with me? And start asking, what happened to me that made me believe this? That one question changes everything. Instead of fighting yourself, You begin understanding yourself. Instead of feeling ashamed, you become compassionate. Instead of punishing yourself for your mistakes, you become curious about your emotions. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's not one big moment. It's thousands of small moments. Choosing forgiveness over resentment. Choosing patience over frustration. Choosing growth over comfort. Every time you choose differently, you create a new emotional pattern. At first, it feels uncomfortable because your old identity is fighting to survive. But remember, growth always feels unfamiliar before it feels natural. One day, you'll notice something incredible. The things that once broke you no longer control you, not because life became easier, but because you became stronger. That is healing, becoming your future self. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine the person you truly want to become. Someone who wakes up with purpose. Someone who is calm during difficult times. Someone who keeps promises to themselves. Someone who no longer seeks approval from everyone else. Someone who believes, I am enough. Now ask yourself, what would that version of you do today? Would they spend hours doubting themselves? Would they keep delaying their dreams? Would they continue blaming their past? Probably not. Here's one of the biggest lessons from this book. Your future isn't created by one life-changing decision. It's created by the small choices you repeat every single day. Every habit, every conversation, every thought, every decision is casting a vote for the person you're becoming. You don't suddenly become confident. You become confident by keeping small promises to yourself. You don't suddenly become disciplined. You become disciplined one decision at a time. You don't suddenly become successful. Success is simply the result of hundreds of ordinary days lived intentionally. Stop waiting to feel ready. Stop waiting for perfect conditions. Start becoming your future self today, with one small action. Because mountains aren't climbed in one giant leap. They're climbed one step at a time. Practice self-awareness. Every evening, ask yourself, what emotion controlled me today? Awareness is the first step toward transformation. You can't change what you refuse to notice. Replace self-criticism with self-compassion. When you make a mistake, don't say, I'm a failure. Instead say, I'm learning. Speak to yourself the way you would speak to someone you deeply love. Do one difficult thing every day. Growth lives outside comfort. Take one small uncomfortable action every day. Make the phone call. Read one chapter. Exercise for 20 minutes. Start before you feel ready. Small courage builds extraordinary confidence. Stop comparing your journey. Someone else's success doesn't delay yours. Everyone climbs a different mountain. Focus on becoming better than the person you were yesterday. That is enough. Trust the process. Some changes are invisible. Just because you can't see progress today doesn't mean you're not growing. Seeds spend months underground before anyone sees the tree. Your transformation is happening, even when it feels slow. Keep going. Perhaps, for years, you've believed that life has been unfair to you. Maybe you've blamed your past, your parents, your circumstances, your failures, your fears. And yes, some of those experiences truly hurt. They shaped you. But they do not have to define you forever. The mountain in front of you isn't there to stop you. It's there to transform you. Every difficult season, every disappointment, every setback has been preparing you for someone greater. One day, you look back and realize the hardest battles weren't punishments. They were invitations. Invitations to become stronger, kinder, wiser, braver. The person you've always wanted to become already exists inside you. You don't need to become someone else. You simply need to remove the fear, the doubt, and the old stories that have been hiding your true self. Remember, no one is coming to rescue you. But that's not bad news, because it means you already have the power to change your own life. One decision, one habit, one day at a time. And before you know it, you'll stand on top of the mountain. Not because life became easy, but because you became unstoppable. where every book brings you one step closer to becoming your best self. If you found value in today's video, please like, share, and subscribe to Dosifar Book Summaries. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a life-changing summary. Thank you for watching. Until the next book, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop climbing your mountain. Dosifar Book Summaries, where every book brings you one step closer to becoming your best self. If you found value in today's video, please like, share, and subscribe to Dosifar Book Summaries. Turn on the notification bell so you never miss a life-changing summary. Thank you for watching. Until the next book, keep learning, keep growing, and never stop climbing your mountain.